So as I mentioned in the last video, it's time for a challenge. And the challenge is to rewrite the static initialization block that you can see on screen now using the try with resources that we've talked about and discussed in this section instead of the try finally code that we've actually got in here in place now. So pause the video and go away and convert this static initialization block into using try with resources instead of try finally. And when you're ready to come back and check my solution, start the video. So pause the video now. Okay, so how did you get on? Hopefully you got the try with resources working. Let's go through now and get this set up. So what we need to do first is we're obviously in locations.java and we're in the static initialization block. I'm going to delete this first line. We no longer need that anymore. And instead what we're going to do is put the code in the try block. So we're going to come up here, try, then we're going to set up the scanner in the brackets. Scanner equals new scanner, new file reader, locations underscore big.txt, like so, and you can delete that line now because we've effectively done that on the previous line. And we come down to coming down to catch IO exception. We're going to leave that in place, but we're going to delete the finally block now because of course the close now happens automatically with the scanner, as we've talked about in previous videos. So that's the first one. Then the next time we're going to read the exit, so we need to do a similar initialization. So we come up to the start here, scanner equals new scanner. This one's a new buffered reader. I guess we could have just copied the line below, new buffered reader, then it's new file reader, and its directions, let's call big.txt. So delete the next line now, and then again down to the finally. We're going to delete the finally because that's no longer needed because it's automatically closed. So we just run this to confirm that it still works. Let's go say north, south, west, and quit. So that's working okay. So that's the challenge. But just before I finish the video, you may have noticed that we actually stopped needing a scanner to read the exits when I changed the code to read a line at a time and split it. So removing the scanner is actually quite easy. So what we can do is come up here to line 57 and get rid of the scanner altogether, and instead make that buffered reader files equal to new buffered reader, then get rid of one of the brackets, get rid of the scanner because of course we're no longer using that. Then we're going to set up a string, so we've got string input. We can change the while now to be while input equals dir file dot read line not equal to null. We can delete the string input now because that's now been changed on line 59. And again, I just wanted to say this isn't part of the challenge, so this is just an optional extra step that I'm just showing you at the end of the video. So don't think that you've missed out and I haven't told you how to do something with the challenge. This was just an extra section. Given that we weren't really using the scanner anymore, it made sense to actually remove that. So now that I've done that, we could have actually done that at the same time as I stopped using the scanner for parsing the data, but the buffered reader class close method throws an unchecked exception. So I would have had to have caught that in the finally block as well. So that's the reason why I didn't do that any earlier. But now that we've actually converted to the try with resources, it's a simple change to make. All right, so that's actually it. That's the challenge over. Oh, actually, before I go, let's just run it to make sure that it still does work. Obviously, very important. And let's try up, down, we'll go west, up, and quit. That seems to be working fine. Okay, this time I'll see you in the next video.